Hello, everyone. Welcome to Make It Change. Today, I'm going to talk about some tension between the choices that I experience of using the Mega Backdoor Roth versus funding a regular taxable investment account. This is a difficult decision to make, and you know, I need to create different plans to just sort of see how the scenarios play out because both are an advantage. But is one kind of better than the other one for my specific plan that I'm creating? And so I'll kind of explain what it is that I think through. So for the Mega Backdoor Roth, it's just a very neat thing to be able to make use of. And it's a neat way to get more excess income under Roth definition beyond just contributing to the Roth IRA. Then it gets locked away, though, in a retirement account that doesn't unlock essentially until 59 and a half. Now, there is also the rule of 55 that applies to 401k plans, such that if you leave an employer and well, you have to leave in the year that you turn 55, or I do, and then it lets you take some manner of distributions from the 401k. Now, I like knowing about that, but I don't like planning for that. It's not part of my plan because I intend for that money to keep growing for at least another decade, if not longer, before making use of it. So I want the dollars that are in there to remain there. What I end up thinking about is, well, making use of the Mega Backdoor Roth is just kind of fun. It's nice, to be able to do it. But in accomplishing my goals, is it better to maybe not do the Mega Backdoor Roth, as fun and cool as it is to do that, and fully, or at least, completely using the money that would have gone into the Mega Backdoor Roth, just putting that into the taxable investment account beyond what is already going in there. So the way that I end up thinking my way through it is so retiring at 60, no problem, right? Because that's when the retirement accounts unlock at 59 and a half. So I'll just say 60. And, but I'll say stopping working before then. I won't say retiring because it's really just choosing to be unemployed, arranging a situation such that I can be unemployed before retiring, because the word, retire, it gets thrown around quite a bit, I think. And, it can apply to lots of different ages. It can apply to 67 when people's Social Security benefits, can be taken. It can apply to 62 if people choose to, this is my opinion, but shoot themselves in the foot and take their Social Security benefits early at a penalty, or it can apply to 60 when the 401k and the IRA accounts unlock at 59 and a half, which I just call 60. And so anything before then, yeah, people say they retire in their 30s and this kind of thing. I think it's more important to really think of it clearly. That's not retirement, that's choosing to be unemployed, arranging a situation where you can be unemployed for a period of time before all of these kind of normally used accounts unlock and become available. Now, the accounts are never actually, locked and inaccessible. It's just you would pay a penalty if you access them before you're 60, or for 401ks following the rule of 55 before you're 55. So, what I end up thinking through is, what to do, how to fund those number of years where I might choose to be unemployed before the traditional retirement accounts unlock and become available with being able to take penalty free distributions. And then, of course, long before, I plan on taking Social Security benefits. My plan for Social Security benefits is to wait until I'm 70 so that I get the absolute maximum benefit. And that's waiting past 67 to get that 8% compound additional payment that will come at 70. So that'll just increase it. So, how to fund those years of being unemployed. Thinking about it that way gives it a little bit extra weight rather than just thinking of it as being retired. So then that makes the taxable investment account much more important. And, it definitely starts to look more important than even the Mega Backdoor Roth because the Mega Backdoor Roth is going to be essentially, there are things that can be done, but locked away until 60. But then how do I fund living my life before 60 when the IRA account would unlock, that kind of thing? So then I start thinking that the taxable investment account becomes more important, and it's probably not a one or the other, a black and white choice. It's probably more a range of choices, a percentage of choices, because thinking through how to then use these accounts once you have them. So it's different when I feel anyway that it's different going through the accumulation phase. It's relatively easy to accumulate. You just open the accounts and you fund them. But then, how do you make use of these accounts? How do I make use of these accounts? That's what I spend a fair bit of time now reading about and learning is how to make use of these accounts. How will I make use of these accounts, 12, 15, 20 years from now? And it really looks as though it's a layered approach because there's a lot of tax considerations and tax planning that are good to think about and take into account. So, how much to take from this type of account that's going to be under these tax regulations, how much to take from this other type of account that'll be under these tax regulations, and then, from this other account and this other account and this other account. So I think those, for me, are good things to think through. And I haven't reached any kind of a final decision. I always have my current working decision as to what seems best for how the future may play out. And who knows? That's just it. At any point, a different choice may be more advantageous. So for now, I fund the Mega Backdoor Roth and a taxable investment account, but I really am looking in my planning at how much income that taxable investment account is going to be able to provide during the years of being unemployed before maybe retirement begins, before the um, 401k and the IRA and all of these different plans and accounts unlock and can be distributed, take distributions from penalty free. So there's some tension there. And how to resolve it, I'm not sure it's ever resolved. I always just have a current working idea that I work with, and I just review it periodically. So these are just some thoughts. This is what I think through. I've been kind of grinding on this for, the last few weeks, trying to weigh is one better than the other one. And right now I'm thinking, well, just a hybrid approach and learning about how to make use of the accounts is something that I'm doing right now. All right, so please like and subscribe if you thought this was interesting and have a great day. Bye.